live at Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
It's a
Glenn, how are you?
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! I somehow survived. How are you, buddy?
Yes, we did. I'm great. What a great time Vegas was.
It sure was, but I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that yet because this show hasn't officially launched. This is the fun and pithy part where I'm confused about what time it is, and you're supposed to remind me about that. So, Craig, what time is it?
Well, as David's fond of telling me, I'm living in the past and you're in the future. I'm guessing it's time for an audit.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the one and only show in hospitality that admits, yes, we're a vanity project, right? That's right, Craig. This is about your ego over there. Craig Sullivan. He's Craig Sullivan. I'm Glenn Hausman. I suppose you're you, unless, I don't know, you did some trippy drugs at these fish shows or something, and now you're someone else. Yeah.
Not our audience.
Colonel Forbin or something. How you doing, buddy? It's great to see you.
I'm doing great. Great seeing you. And thank you for great time in Vegas. That was wonderful. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It really was. It was such a great weekend.
It was so much fun. I lost half my beard.
Yeah, you're looking really good, man. Get yourself all cleaned up and stuff. I'm like, at first, I couldn't identify it. I knew something was different. I thought maybe, you were going to go do a remake of the movie Face Off or something like that and trade faces with John Travolta or something. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
You guys may have been in Vegas. You guys may have been at the fish show in Vegas. Let me tell you guys, Bruce Ford and I had the best time watching 20 minutes of the fish stream of our individual respective houses.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you had the great seats. Maybe you guys had all the fun.
No, maybe.
We had our comfy couches and our professional broadcast setup, all for a good whole 20 minutes of the show before they put us out.
Well, yeah, they give you the first song, and then they go, you got to go buy the webcast.
It was fucking funny because everyone was so excited. Listen, I'm here watching fish on TV. I would never do that if it wasn't for the Sphere Show.
Right.
And two songs in, immediately cuts off. Go to this website to get the rest. Oh, okay. But
did you have bottle service and food?
No, my bottle service girl went to sleep about an hour before that.
Hey, listen, I want to serve myself a bottle. All right, no guest today, apparently. I don't know what happened 2 weeks in a row over here.
What's happening is that people are realizing the impediment this is having on their careers by joining us live.
Yes, they go, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, hey, here's everybody. Happy Friday. Happy hour.
Friday.
I think we'll get back to the guests next week or something like that. I think Craig's just been super busy and all of that kind of.
Fair. Honestly, I like these types of shows too. It's not so often I get to just chit chat with you both. It's like a production meeting that I never attend. So
that's true. And the only time we're ever in the same room is when we're in California.
The production meeting is typically better than the show itself. So I'm not really surprised. So
I love having guests on and diving into, but I also love just doing this sometimes, just having a good old boys chat. It's like we're sitting around. We just traded out Bruce for Craig, sitting around the pool in Los Angeles, looking at planes go by.
Well, you know what? David, maybe we should run that little video so that we can wish. I believe it's Lord Daniel's birthday, but it's also Steve Patel's birthday. And then our good friend, producer Tom from Hospitality MD, it's his birthday as well. So,
My goodness.
I really thought that we were going to wait for that for a while. So you really
let's get it out of the way now. That way we can
jumped
just
on that. Had no preparation because that's like a shameless plug type of thing. So happy birthday, all!
There you go. Let us know if it's your birthday. We'll play the video for you. And if you like somebody or dislike somebody, tell us it's their birthday and we'll play it for them.
I have a feeling everybody in our audience is going to deny having birthdays from this point forward. That would be my guess.
It's going to be really bad when it's one of our birthdays. I'm not sure whose birthday's next, but
I don't get too excited about it, but my half birthday is coming up in a few weeks. So, got a lot of preparations going on around the house to ignore that whole day.
There you go.
Yeah. Half birthdays are fun though. Of course, one of my old girlfriends used to expect a gift on her half birthday. And I'm like,
what?
Who the hell cares about this?
Get her half a gift. Right?
I will say this.
That goes right up there with Hallmark holidays, okay? It's like, no.
Yeah.
I
have a very close friend since kindergarten his birthday is my half birthday, and obviously vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So every time that we exchange birthday pleasantries, the other one has to then go back and say happy half birthday. That's our deal for the last, how old am I? 36. So last 30 years.
Nice.
Yeah. That's fun.
Very nice.
Ron, you seem so out of it today. Did you do something recently that would have taken a lot of energy from you?
Yeah, listen. Took a lot out of what took a lot of energy out of me was I did a lot of great content this week with a lot of really great people. Plus, we had Passover. I did that for 2 nights. I think what really crushed me, and you professional travelers out there have done all this sort of stuff, so it's no big deal. But after doing these 5 concerts in a row at the Fort, the Sphere. I lay my head down at 2 a.m, not because I'm trying to stay up late and party, but the show ended at like 12:30 or something like that, 12:15, 12:30. Then it took for a while for us to get out of there, and then it took me a while. Getting out of there is one thing, and then actually getting to your room is another.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Then by the time you settle down, it's 2:00. I was up at 5:00, then had to fly across country, come home, pop right into the Seder, and then rinse and repeat, do the Seder the next night and all of that kind of stuff. So this week was kind of long. Plus I did regular shows, had to catch up with everything, had to get ahead because on Sunday I'm headed off for 12 days. I'm really looking forward to speaking to the good folks over at PM Hospitality on Monday. So I'm getting all set for that. So I'm kind of in that low energy in between space. I don't know if you guys out there have this sort of a thing, but I get pre-tired and post-tired. I get anticipatory tired for a few days before a big conference or an event where I basically go into coma mode and can't function and talk to
people.
During
the event, you're in coma mode.
And
that really just sounds like you every day that you're not on air.
Right.
Off-air Glenn status.
That is true. It's like I'm like, hey.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah,
funny.
But so I'm just in super chill mode right now.
I had the exact opposite of you. I left roughly the same time or first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And my flight home was 39 minutes of airtime. It's like, oh my God, we got a tailwind. Great, I'm home. And then wasn't doing any shows because Danny and I wrapped 9.
Yep.
It was just working on a bunch of other stuff. But and I was only there one day. I don't know how the hell you did the B-52s the first day you were there, and then Fish for 4 days in a row. I was there for one Fish concert, and it took me till Tuesday afternoon, maybe early evening, to start feeling halfway decent again. Not that we were doing anything, just long hours. Long hours without a lady's sleep.
Hey, I wasn't participating in anything that was illegal or immoral in Vegas.
Actually, I meant to ask you a question.
What was that?
Actually, I forgot. Did the Nitrous Mafia make it out to Vegas?
They did. The Nitrous. For those of you who don't know, the Nitrous Mafia is they give nitrous. They do nitrous oxide outside, so people get these balloons. They fill them up. They blow it. They suck in the nitrous. It cuts off the oxygen to your head, which makes you feel great. 21-year-old me would say, yeah, it does. But 53-year-old me is like, come on, kids. What are you doing? What are you doing over here with this? So, so you got that going on. So what they had is at the end, they had some people with tanks, and they had a lot of people with balloons. And the cops, if they saw you, they'd be like, dude, you got to empty that balloon. Let it go. Let it go.
So that's actually funny that they were policing it, though, because I've been to a couple concerts with you.
The tanks were there. They were just every once in a while the cops would tell some poor guy to like get rid of his balloon. Not only that, but on the way in,
$12 on.
Right. On the way in, you have those guys at the used car lots that got the sign and they're spinning the sign and stuff like that. They had one for like Tank Express or something like that with the phone number. Get your helium here, get your nitrous here, and they're handing out business cards. Tank Express, I guess they bring it right to your room or something.
My God,
and that's so crazy though that of all places, Vegas is where they would enforce that, right? I mean, obviously they didn't shut them down, but they would make you dump it because we've been to a couple of concerts in Atlantic City, and New York City, and the Nitrous Mafia was in full force, and it's not something I've ever done or probably will ever do. So I'm watching. And cops are walking by without looking at it twice. They
were like one step away from helping.
Yeah, exactly. Here, give them some more.
Help you with that tank.
Now we saw them at the Hollywood Bowl. They were on Highland as we were coming out, all the way down to Hollywood Boulevard. So,
Now, third question.
By the way, people call that hippie crack, just in case anyone asks. Yeah,
I'm glad to know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This show is always educational. If you miss out on any episodes, you are missing out on empowering knowledge. But the more important question, where did you get your post-show cheesesteak from?
Oh, there was no post-show food?
We did.
No?
Except there has to be food.
All right. Well, here's
not when I was there because we were eating in the suite.
Yeah, right. So that was kind of the situation. So I had this ritual. I feel like
you and David started that in Jersey, didn't you?
But I had this ritual where I'd get to the suite every single night, say hello to everybody, and then I'd get myself a slider and a Casamigos, and put a little something in my belly, because if you're going to be dancing and hanging out all night and having a good time, you can't have too much food, but you can't have no food. Because you got to have a little something to to rely on, a little protein of some sort. So I did that, and then had a little popcorn a couple of nights, and also towards the end maybe grabbed a little bit. One night they had these chicken wings, and after the show was over, they had these chicken wings there. So I just stood there and I gnawed at some chicken wings before heading on out to deal with the crowds. It was beautiful.
So where is the next Fishcapade going to be? Do you have one planned already?
Your house.
Yeah, Mohegan Sun, July 12th and 13th, I believe.
Oh, interesting. That's not too far.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So how many shows do they typically do a year? Because again, they're not exactly young, but they're on tour a lot. 60. That's a lot of shows, I feel, to be so consistent, right? I mean, and every year they're doing this. It's not like it's 1 year and then 4 years off.
The Dead did that too before Jerry died. They would do a spring tour, a summer tour, and a fall tour every year. Back in the day, Fish were doing, 200 dates a year or whatever it was.
The picture just improved.
Yeah. Not for me backstage. I still see Dave backstage and see what's going on. It's not good.
Not pretty.
I'm getting the double finger.
It's the epitome of peak performance and health over here. Okay.
I know. Oh yeah, David's sick again. So I want to know who won the big news. The pool. I think that's 7 days since Dave was sick. So whoever had 7 is the big winner on that. How many days till Dave gets sick again? Paul?
I was going to ask more. So who's got the over under more times in 2024? Dave being sick or Fish playing a show?
Oh, that's going to be close.
Oh, that's going to be real close. Yeah. You know what? I've got to go with Dave being sick.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you have to slam that bet 100%.
I think, with 3 kids and twins coming, it's like you're never going to be healthy again, David.
at this point, I've resigned to that fact. I mean, it's literally just Fox or Kylie bring something home. They have it. They give it to the other one who gives it to the baby.
Tag, you're
and
in.
gives it to me. So by the time we go through that 5-week cycle of all of us getting it, they brought something else home, and we just start the process all over again. It's absolutely insane and ridiculous.
Dave, it'll just make you stronger. So one day
That
when
what
you're
it's saying?
older, what?
Well, that's part of it.
I think it's more just it's completely destroying everything that I have that was going for me.
Well, listen, man, you're at that time of your life where you're just really busting your ass. You got the young kids. You've got to go back and forth to jobs. You're working. You're doing other stuff. You're taking care of a lot of responsibility that runs you down, which makes you more susceptible to all of this stuff. And with your kids being in a high germ zone, this is kind of what happens. But it's a natural life for a hardworking dude like you.
I appreciate that statement, Glenn. I really do. And you really,
here it comes.
You kind of epitomized why I'm going to ask this next question. I need a raise.
I have no idea what direction this is going.
You're going to know in just a minute.
Or am I going to need to sit down? I don't know.
I need a raise. I need a raise. I need a raise, immediate raise, at least 35%, for all the reasons you just listed. So,
done. David, no problem. Here it is.
That's actually 100% raise right there.
There you go.
Well, at least for this show. That's an infinite raise for this show.
There you go. Right there, David.
Craig, can you stop spreading? People are actually going to believe this nonsense. There's no twins coming. The only twins I got are Dumb and Dumber above me. That's about it.
That's not true. Annie is having a set of twins, which then we're going to put in that house in California that I own, apparently.
Yeah.
No, in the houseboat. That you got for David.
First of all, you guys, if you jinxed Annie to some way to having her have twins right now, she would murder both of you. Just so you know.
Yeah.
You really want that on your conscience?
Oh, man,
you've seen her. You've spoken to her. I'm a puppy.
I have the utmost respect and love for your wife. No, I do not want her mad at me.
Well, that makes one of us.
I know. There's a reason I'm single. Okay. I can just walk into the house and piss off one of my wives.
Yeah, that's funny. And the reason why I'm married is because I travel so much. People can tolerate me. Yeah.
You're gonna be like Bob Chandler. He played at SC, he played at Buffalo Bills, and he finished his career with the Raiders. And when he retired, he and his wife were together for exactly 1 year after that. And he just said, "No, we're done." She kicked him out. She goes, "No, I can't put up with you anymore. It was great when you're gone for training camp in the season. No, get out."
What crazy wife story I heard with professional athletes going back, I think it was in the 70s, the two baseball players.
Yeah, I know. I know where you're going with this.
What? What? They just completely swapped families.
Yeah, they traded wives and husbands. Yeah,
and kids.
Yeah, crazy, man.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but why is that not a movie?
One gets traded to another team.
Yeah. Actually, the better question is, where do I sign up for the kidless wife to switch to so I can have some sleep?
Oh my God,
dude,
oh
man,
you're gonna get your ass kicked when you get home.
Seriously, you just got to wait it out. Just wait it out.
You act like she's
17 years or so. You're gonna totally get to take a nap whenever you want.
No, somebody in the audience is texting her right now, going, "You got to hear what David's saying."
Listen, the thing about me is anything I'm saying on this show, I would have said right to her face, so it's all good.
As someone who's seen them together, I can attest that is the truth.
Yeah. I've been in the same room with them too.
What's missing is the sharp comeback from her side, so that's really what.
That's true. That's true.
Missing, so,
now, you know what? I really like that about your relationship, because when you're punching each other and doing it in that sort of way with humor, it just shows how well you guys get along and stuff.
Right.
Really
how much
fun.
you love one another.
Say all that.
Well, it's still a marriage.
Hey, Hey, he gave you it out, David. Take it.
Hey, we're coming up on 14 years this year. How crazy is that?
Wow.
I thought you were thinking that's how long the show felt. But yeah, that is crazy.
Oh, the show's been pretty good. I think 20 minutes in, it's been pretty quick. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
14 years, bro. That's crazy.
And how long have you been married, Glenn?
I got married in June 23rd, 2002.
Wow.
So coming up on 22 years.
2 years. Yeah. And you actually knew the date. David, do you know the date that you got married on?
Which one? We had 2 weddings.
The original.
I'm dead serious.
The one that's legal. Not you got married in DR or something like that, right? And then you
No.
did one.
So what ended up happening was we got married legally in New York.
Right.
But we had the wedding itself, like the big pomp and circumstance, in Jersey the day after.
Oh.
We had to do it in New York legally for legal reasons based on who was the person marrying us.
Right.
So we did a very small ceremony on Saturday, September 18th, which was the anniversary of the first day we met.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the big wedding, the pomp and circumstance and all that stuff and the way too expensiveness on Sunday, September 19th. So depending on where you consider our actual wedding to be, it's either the 18th or the 19th.
Wow.
Marriage. So nice. I did it twice.
Yeah.
There you go. I love it.
Now lesson
I'll give
learned
you a
for me,
little clue.
all those young kids out there listening, because I know there's a big segment of Gen
When you
X.
say young kids, do you mean young kids or people your age?
The younger than me, the ones I'm giving the experience to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to us, Glenn. We're too
Yeah.
old.
Don't do the big wedding. It's the worst
Take
idea.
the money.
humanly
Take
possible.
the money.
So
Yeah.
the amount of money we spent on that stupid 5-hour fucking thing,
Yeah.
we could have put a down payment on a house. It was much cheaper.
I could have paid for like 3 hours of my kid's college. That's how much we would have paid.
We could have put it in an investment account that's probably be worth a couple of $100,000 by now.
Yeah.
We did map it out because we were young and stupid. That if we had taken the money that we had and booked the all-inclusive resort we did for our honeymoon,
Right,
in the honeymoon suite, we
Right.
could have lived in DR at the all-inclusive for 7.5 months.
There you go.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's crazy.
And I mean, this is 14 years ago expense. I don't know what the hell weddings cost now. But if you have an option of doing a small, intimate ceremony in a backyard, do that 100 times out of 100 and take that money and expand your life. Because I spent that money. The party was great. I had a blast. I would give almost anything to have that money back.
Gone. Yeah.
I think about what was spent on my wedding, and I think about that down payment and what could have been, and the position I could have been in all of these years later. That would have been so much better for a party that at this point is irrelevant, and I don't remember.
Nobody remembers it.
It's so long ago. I mean, it's ancient history. You want to remember these things, but you just can't because we just live in the now so much. Ugh.
Okay, well, I've got a little advice for you. Now, this cost me big time. Okay, when I was filing for divorce, I was with my attorney. He asked me what was the date that we got married, and I told him October 31st. So my wife at the time, my estranged wife at the time, got served, and she saw that our wedding date was October 31st, and she blew up, and it cost me a couple of more zeros before the decimal point in that fucking check I wrote. Okay. So never use Halloween as a wedding date.
All right. I'll go with April 1st if I'm ever in this situation.
There
Nothing
you go.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. See, this is again, when you look at all these life knowledge, experience things we're giving to all this to this audience. If you miss an episode, you miss how to save money on a marriage. You miss how to save money on a divorce. You miss how to just, you're missing so many great things.
We cover all the important life cycles and how to save money on them. If you want to discount Moyle, I've got a deal for you.
So Glenn, let's talk about, because
anybody who got that joke, I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway,
I got it. That was funny.
I didn't get the damn joke. So Glenn, you're going right back to Vegas, like you said. what is the plans for this weekend before you leave? How do you go about resting and recovering after an epic week before an epic 12-day bender?
I got
He doesn't.
I got Michael Jackson's doctor coming over to shoot me up with a little something to calm me down, and then they'll wake me up. And
He's got the air chamber that he climbs into.
I gotta leave at 6:30 on Sunday morning to get to Dallas for this 12-day trip. You know, because so I will be tomorrow. I will work in the morning, so I usually get up around 6:30. I will do my drink some coffee, get my newsletter all organized. That goes out on Sundays. Hey, subscribe, text the word hotel to 66866. And then I got to do a bunch of other work. I do a lot of I do a lot of consulting and matchmaking and all sorts of stuff behind the scenes. So I'll work on that for a couple of hours. Then I will make sure I have all my gear together and everything I need for my 12-day trip. Then I got to pack up, and then I've got to deal with my outdoor furniture, which I excitedly unwrapped from the plastic wrap that it was in all winter.
It's raining all weekend.
And then I didn't have time to actually do anything. And then it's been immediately rained for like 3 weeks. And now it's gross. So I got to get that. I'm dealing with that. I got to put all that stuff out and get it organized and hopefully have a little sense of spring by tomorrow night. So when I get
the great weather,
I can just jump right into it.
Well,
it's supposed to be really cold.
You can marry people.
Yeah. What's that, Craig?
In your spare time, you can marry people.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be really cool.
I connected all the dots.
I know I haven't married anyone in 2024 yet. So if y'all out there, I'm certified. So let's
save yourself some money and hire Glenn Houseman to marry you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll broadcast it live on the show.
He'll even wear a tie.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, now
he's gone.
Oh man, this show's just getting better and better. I know. Yeah.
Don't tell me to end this so early again, people. I have the end screen button right there.
That's who I was trying to get on today, but it was also his birthday.
Who? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sturgis.
Oh yeah.
Remember
the guy I cut short by 15 minutes?
Yeah. So
I still am not taking responsibility for that. All right, it's not my fault that the end stream button is the same thing as the Teams leave button. And I was on Teams calls all day before that, so it only made sense. I think I need a little bit of credit here. Okay, I was being a good employee by being on meetings all day virtually for my office.
So, is that the fire suppression system above your head?
That would be yes.
From Dave's performance today, I thought it was the comedy suppression system.
Yeah. There you go.
Sorry.
You got a double. So you go up there and do some
right now.
pull-ups, right?
I'll do some pull-ups next time, and I'll break the entire thing and just walk out the door. Just like in one of those movies where people are walking away as things explode behind them. Just let it happen.
Yeah. So Dave, I hear you like Papa John's pizza.
I don't know where that. Did we talk about that?
No.
Listen, there's a fucking hot video going on the internet about you loving Papa John's pizza.
I mean, if there's
Papa John's pizza, Papa John's pizza.
To be fair, of the three chain restaurants, if I had to pick one of those three, I would pick Papa John's over the others. And when I'm in the mood for a pretty crappy slice, I will go with a good Papa John's stuffed crust pizza all day. I'm not upset with it.
What are the other? Domino's, and what's your third one on there? Is Pizza Hut? Yeah.
Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Papa John's is one of three in those rankings, but I mean,
the whole idea of Domino's here on Long Island, Long Island, New York, New Jersey area, it's all like crazy pizza places. So it's actually, we have a separate category. We have like, hey, you want to get pizza? You want to get Domino's? Because that's not actually considered pizza.
No.
But you know what? We all talk crap about pizza and Domino's, but guess what? They're all still there, and their locations don't close, right? So somebody's eating them.
I'm saying, do you want pizza or do you want Domino's?
Yeah. It's 2 a.m.
You know what? A day like today, where I'm feeling like crap. No, all jokes aside, where you just want some crappy comfort food, a stuffed crust Papa John's pizza doesn't sound too bad right now.
Yep.
be really honest. I really would not mind that.
Glenn, you got to send that to me so we can put it up on the Friday Night Audit Instagram page.
Yeah, I want to
David,
thank.
do you have the QR
I want to
code?
thank.
So
I
people can
want to thank
get that?
Mr. Cards for sending that over
Yeah.
to me. I appreciate that.
Where do you even find that type of stuff?
He does it, so you have to ask him
It
when
is
he's on, when he comes on our show.
audience,
When he comes on the show, if that ever happens, because I'm pretty sure whatever date he's going
canceling on him.
to cancel. Yeah. So assuming he ever gets on here, you could ask him then. Oh yeah. Hey, follow our Instagram page. Just hold your camera up to that thing right now, and you'll do it. It's pretty cool that worked. So that's awesome.
It's crazy how the tech from 2008 works still in 2024. It's blowing your guys' minds.
It really is.
It doesn't take much to blow our minds.
I'm like, why didn't
We're
we think
old.
of this earlier? Why don't I have this thing on every single thing in my presentation I'm doing on Monday? Like for, subscribing to the newsletter or something like that. Why am I this dumb? Because
you're the radio guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah.
So Lord Daniel's going to be with us on May 24th.
Excellent. I think I have a bris I have to go to on
I think you did.
May 24th. That's the Friday before Memorial Day, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm home.
There's a better than average chance I'll have to miss that show because typically Kylie's dance recital is Friday before Memorial Day, so I will be in commute to go see her do her thing.
You got to get your priorities straight here, bro.
Yeah.
So
You're getting paid. I just gave you $1.
So that whole weekend is going to be packed. So we have Kylie's dance recital on Friday. We have Kylie's horse show on Saturday. And on Sunday, we fly to New Orleans. And I'll be doing Friday Night Audit on the next Friday from the New Orleans Superdome.
Nice.
I'll be at the 50-yard line with Drew Brees. It's already booked. It's already booked. I'm in.
Are you doing the balloons with the nitrous?
Fish won't be there.
It doesn't matter.
I will be going to this is going to shock everybody. On May 27th on Memorial Day, I'll be headed out to Las Vegas.
What?
You never go to Vegas anymore. What's wrong with you?
No, I just booked another trip for July.
Oh my God.
What are you going to Vegas for Memorial Day weekend, though? There's no conferences that weekend, is there?
Actually, I'm delighted to be hosting Sonesta Hotels' annual awards ceremony during their conference and doing some content with them while I'm there, and also recording some content with my friends over at Venetian. So that'll be a fun. So I'm just going out on that Monday because it's easier, so that way I could hit the ground running on Tuesday instead of losing Tuesday.
So is Memorial Day a day the airports are super busy? Is it kind of empty? What does that look like?
I'll let you know. I can't imagine it's going to be super busy. I mean, I'm flying out Memorial Day morning, so who's going to be there? I would think, right?
You
Yeah.
will be there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I figure people, if they're traveling for Memorial Day, right, they're probably traveling back home Monday of Memorial Day. So it's either going to be super packed or super empty. I don't think there's going to be any in between. And just for my own pleasure, I hope it's super packed and you get booked and you have to sit in JFK for 6 hours because they
I really that's very kind of you to be behind this here.
I'll send you a cheers in the air. So tell us about New Orleans, guys. Have you guys ever been?
New Orleans is great. New Orleans pre-Katrina was so amazing. Post-Katrina, it kind of changed for me. I haven't been there in so long. I can't accurately tell you how it is now. I definitely haven't been there in like 8 or 9 years. But for me, it is one of the coolest effing cities in the United States. When you go like down Bourbon Street, for example, the most touristy area, of course, what's cool is because there's a lot of fun places to eat. Grab a little, go grab some fried oysters, then go listen to a band, and then go grab a hurricane, and then go listen to a band, and then go get some gator, and then listen to a band. It's just freaking fun.
And everybody's in a hurricanes and throw up.
There's a Harrah's a couple of blocks away from
I'm saying a couple blocks from that.
Which is great. That's a lot of fun. You've got to go. You've got to go to Café Du Monde and get the beignets and the coffee and all that kind of stuff. That is freaking yummy. Make sure you try to have some real local food if you can. Yeah.
That's the plan. We do have a food tour plan. We have a couple other tours planned.
He's going to order Papa John's. You know that.
You know what? If I can't find a good slice of pizza, don't be surprised. You know, I do have to have my pizza quota filled of at least 3 slices per week.
Dave, this will be helpful to you. They have on Bourbon Street, they have hot dog carts. So, you could always
ketchup?
only ketchup and cheese.
I'm in.
There you go. There you go.
Nikki says she's going to NOLA next weekend. Nikki, give me some tips. Text me, call me, whatever. You give me some tips on what to do with the fam. We're making plans now, but I am open.
Are you going to do? You got to do like a fan boat gator tour deal kind of a
So
thing.
we can't do the fan boat because
No.
Fox.
Kids are too small.
Yeah, they're all too small for that.
Yeah, I get it.
But we did book a.
Could you do the alligator petting exhibit with the little ones?
I can check into that. So we can do a swamp boat tour. We just can't do.
Craig had a real good day.
We just can't do the fan boat tour. So Lord Daniel wants to know, Craig and Glenn, am I in your circle of trust? I can answer that. Absolutely not. I wouldn't trust me with a 5-foot pole.
Oddly enough, he's really good with 10-foot poles, but 5-foot ones.
5 foot.
Blind
We
spot.
got to cut him off at some point.
So where's the cutoff? Where's the cutoff of trust?
At 5 feet. Right there.
You've been cut off.
So Nikki says she's not going to do anything with gators, but to give her a call. So yeah, let me know, Nikki. We have
You
to
should probably talk to producer Suzanne. I mean, they seem to have a lot more gator attacks.
It's because she's in Florida.
Yeah, it's their state pet. It's eating children and small animals.
So I saw a thing recently, a video.
I don't like Florida.
Florida. And it goes, often people ask me how to know if there's a gator in water in Florida.
Right.
And there's a very simple way to test that. And he bends over and he goes, take your hand, touch the water a little bit. Is the water wet? Then there's a gator in there. And that's how you know.
Dave, I think Dave, one time you were stuck on a desert island and this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So is that so? I'm confused though. Is that one of like Craig's things where they impose your face, or like where is that?
Daniel did those two
I had
videos.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that was not Craig. That was all Daniel.
That's our guest who's coming on in a couple of weeks.
Also, I should say, just to be fair, I've been
oh my god!
I went and I got myself a new wardrobe and I got a whole new.
You're wearing
look.
it right now.
No, this is classic Glenn. This is COVID Glenn right over here, right now.
No, COVID Glenn had about 6 more inches of hair.
And his forehead was only 4 inches.
That's true too. That was the one benefit of having too much hair. But I've decided I'm gonna totally change my image and stuff like that. And my new persona is Glenn and M. What do you think of my new look?
Oh my god, that's funny.
Tremendous. I think that you should adopt that before Monday. So if you go to a speaking engagement with that hair.
Thanks, Daniel. That was really funny.
So for those of us who missed what Glenn's hair looked like during the COVID days.
That was really fucked up. Well, at least my hairline hasn't receded too much more since then, so that's not too horrible.
Well, we all know where Glenn got the inspiration for that hair from, right? I mean, if you don't know, you should know.
Let me guess. Back to the Future?
Of course. Because that's what you were the one who got the inspiration.
That's funny. Oh my god. Oh my
I love that. I guess that. I wish you could pull up that picture that I took when my hair was really long outside. Craig, you remember when we took that picture outside? It was Click. And I put my hair all the
You did one. There's a no vacancy episode that I've watched back a couple of times where you're like this.
I'm looking for it, Glenn.
Yeah.
I sent you another one though.
You're like this I don't remember which episode it was though.
Well, there's like so many of them, it's impossible to figure that out.
Where are we
You
even
know?
at? I don't know. Where are we at? 800 and change now?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of
60 something, I think.
It's actually kind of crazy to think about that we've been doing that show for so long, right?
Not only that, but I mean, like, I don't even number all the other content that I do. Like all these weeks that I'm off. Like next week when I'm in Vegas, I'm going to be doing, a whole show with Anna Blue of AHLA and a bunch of execs from, from the Choice Hotels during their event and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't number those. So I don't know. We're doing so many. I love it.
When did I join that? Probably like episode 20, maybe episode 15. Like it wasn't too far after you guys started that I got furloughed.
Yeah.
So it's been a ride, man. 4 years deep on this now. It's been a ride. It's kind of crazy to think about because we talk so much, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I know
that we've been doing this for over 4 friggin' years now. No Vacancy Live. And then this show, what, is 3 years now?
It's a great question. Yes, we started in February of 21. Right?
Yeah. So over 3 years of this show. Wow.
That's your phone, Glenn.
to think about.
All right, I'll check my phone.
That's so unprofessional. So unprofessional.
Well,
Clearly, I'm not in the circle of trust because you're not sending it to the producer.
I have no idea what are we looking at over here. This looks like a wedding you walked out of in the 1970s.
Except it's not me. That is not me.
No, it's not. What?
Yeah, somebody sent that to me and asked me,
Oh, there you are. That's you. When the hell was this, bro? It's not?
It's not. It is not me.
You look like it looks like you with old Data from Star Trek.
Not me.
If someone thought that was you, maybe it was the people from Peachtree when they put your name as during the interview with.
That could be.
I feel like that was hanging next to the group photo in The Shining.
Yeah.
That one.
And you've got a picture of you with the hair. Yeah.
I think, Glenn, that should be on all your promo items for all your speaking.
I gotta put that on one of my business cards.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I love doing that.
So, Craig, what's the weather over there right now? Because it's the end of April. I'm gonna be complaining Dave. I know Grumpy Glenn is the hashtag, but I'm gonna be complaining Dave right now. It's the end of freaking April. It's like 50 degrees outside. It was 36 degrees this morning. It's gonna be 80 degrees on Monday. Glenn, too bad you're gonna miss that. But what is going on in SoCal? Is it actually still cold? Is it 60s? Is it up to where it should be?
65 and sunny right now. So I've got no problems. We're
Nice.
beautiful out here.
Well, it's 52 degrees and sunny over here. I got the windows open on either side of me, which is why I'm wearing the sweatshirt, because there's a nice breeze that's going back and forth here for me in the home studio.
You chilling?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely chilling like Bob Dylan, as the kids say. And like kids, I mean nobody under 60. Yeah.
Definitely would not be caught dead saying that. So you got that one, sir.
Yeah.
When's the smoker getting back in action?
It's already been the shit's already been going down out there.
Yeah,
but,
it's got 80 degrees in
nice.
Georgia.
Nice. Yeah. So
what have you made to this point? What have you made so far?
Honestly, I did some beef ribs. I did just some basic chicken kind of stuff. I really haven't had that many opportunities to get out there and do that. I really should kind of do something tomorrow.
Yes, you should.
Right. While I have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason I'm going to be around here doing stuff all day. There's no reason why I can't put a couple of racks of ribs on the grill or something.
You can
like
be
that.
cleaning patio furniture and
Exactly. Yeah. Might as well.
Well, if you guys are ever free and have nothing to do, feel free to come to my house and clean, because I have 3 kids, 3 little tornadoes that completely destroy the hell out of it. So we always need hands on deck.
Hey, also, if anybody has any hot tips on how to clean, your outdoor furniture over there, let me know.
pressure wash.
Oh, wait, no, I got a great resource for that. Hold on one sec.
Vinegar.
I have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful resource that will give you
See,
all
now
that
he's being a
information.
producer. He's earning that dollar.
It'll be right here. Ready?
Yeah.
Dave, you get a round of applause.
And just in case, maybe you want because I know you're a little bit older, Glenn. I get it. Maybe you don't like change and things like that. There is another version for you. Go ask Jeeves. He'll take it.
Where did you? Is Ask Jeeves still around or something like that?
That's whatever the current version of Ask Jeeves is.
Well, they've gotten rid of the butler-looking dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I missed him. He was cool looking. He was fun. Then Google came in and unfortunately, like all tech companies, made him unemployed. That's where we're all going to be once AI is done anyway. There's going to be no more need for Glenn being anywhere because AI can do it. There's no more need for Craig to host conferences because AI can do it. So we're all going to be with Jeeves about
bro. I can't wait till AI can do the show and I can just take a nap. Jesse, 78, lovely.
It's your afternoon nap. Your afternoon nap is precisely at 2 to 2:30.
Dude, I missed my afternoon nap today, and I'm a little salty about it.
That's why you're blurry.
Yeah. No, this is still the effect from last weekend.
So, Glenn, you're talking about last week. Talk to us what's behind you.
All right. So this was maybe one of the coolest effects that they had to show off the technology at the Sphere. It's a 16K screen. And what they did is they created this crown that was spinning and had different types of fish-related imagery on it. And then throughout the whole Sphere, the images behind it were also behind there. That was from a series of the first release they did live fish albums back in 2001 release, where they released like 20 different concerts, and they all had each set of releases that they did had one piece of artwork that if you lined up all the CD cases, it formed those long strip pictures that kind of went on and on. It was a really cool kind of artsy kind of design kind of a thing. But that crown, it was spinning the way it was done. It freaking looked three-dimensional, and you could even feels like it right there. The depth is insane that you can see just in that photograph right there, and it feels as if it was rotating around and over the band instead of being in a flat screen all the way behind them. I mean, I can't extol enough the virtues of how amazing the technology is at Sphere. And if you have a chance to see a band over there, you must go see it. The artistry and the creativity and the technology merging is creating something wholly new that we've never seen before, and it just blew us away.
It's completely raised the bar. This immersive technology that they've got in the Sphere is incredible. And Glenn and I started talking about this on 3 Minute Thursdays. You've got 167,000 speakers, and it is just the crispest, cleanest sound ever. And then they've got another like bass speaker in the chair for certain things. But Glenn gave me a heads up.
They call that haptic responses or something like that. So the seat moves and shit like that. So each night before,
Universal used to call it sense around.
Right. Each night before the concert started, they would play these low bass tones, and you would feel it in the seats and stuff like that. Sure. I'm just gonna bring up this comment again. JC says, "I'll be in Vegas next week. Is the Fear worth going to?" Well, they have that postcards from the Earth. I haven't seen it. I can't vouch for it, but the technology that we saw and the way that the sound system worked, I would argue that it's a good argument to go and see this film. I would like to go see the film. I think it might have more of a save the environment kind of edge, and I'm not sure if I want to get kind of bummed out while I'm in Vegas necessarily. So I'd like to know a little bit more about the content of the film before I made that. But they also have those robots there that they didn't have operating during the concerts and stuff. But I hear that's really, really cool, interesting technology. And I think overall it might be worth it if you have some time. But check on that movie and see if it's your vibe. Or better yet, go see the band in the fall. That I'm not allowed to say that it's official, but if you look it up, the unofficial news is there, and that unofficial news is official and that sort of thing. Yep.
I'll say it. I don't give a crap. I don't know what it is though.
Oh, by the way, did anyone know that my wife's favorite football team is the Philadelphia Eagles? That's all I'm saying. So I'm not going to mention anything about any bands that are confirmed for the Sphere. For Sphere.
The light bulb went on.
We did talk about this last week. We did talk about it.
All right. So please, but seriously, if a band that you like or love is playing there and you can make it, it's really, really worth the experience. A couple of other notes from we were in the 200 section. We were really blessed enough to have the most incredible seats that you could imagine. Again, I want to thank Venetian and Tony for all of that over there. It was so amazing.
So much fun.
My buddies were down in the 100s on the floor, but had seats because there's also standing room. They found themselves having to look up an awful lot for one show. That might not be a problem, but if you're going to multiple concerts, which I doubt, then it might start to become troublesome as you're looking up to try to enjoy everything. My guess is 200s, 300s is probably the sweet spot for it. Obviously, more towards the center would be better than on the edges. But even if you're on the edges, the screen is really so immersive, so incredible that I don't believe that any real seat, except for those suckers in the overhang, is a bad one in the house. You know? Oh yeah. Well, if you don't know, if you're at a concert and stuff, there's an overhang where some of the 200 level comes at, and there's seats in 100 where you cannot see the entire screen. Double check if you're going to buy tickets, but it's something like past row 23 in the 100 section. Do not get those if you want to see the full screen.
It's definitely not something where you want to cheap out on, right? If you
want to pay for this, and also when you walk in, the interior of this place is amazing. It was It reminded me of the Guggenheim in New York. It was just, a ramp spiraling up to get to the various sections. There was lots of vendors down on the ground floor. There's nothing in the world like a Phish concert. Okay. The community is second to none. Agreed. It was just so much fun. Everybody's talking. There's no elbows. There's no attitude. It's just a great time. And as Glenn said, if you've got the opportunity to go to a show there, do it. My problem is I don't think anything post that conference or concert is going to live up to expectations.
I don't know, Craig, because this is the infancy of being able to understand how to leverage this. And as people
so much
learning, I have a feeling the artistry that they're going to be able to create is going to be even more incredible.
Going back there, I agree. Or whether we're heading off to, let's say, Singapore or Dubai, because I'm figuring one of those two is going to be the next one.
Got to be
where this is built, since London took a pass.
Yeah.
I think LA'd be another one, but it's too close, and I don't think it's going to happen.
LA. I don't see LA making enough sense.
You can put it out by the SoFi.
Too close.
But they've also got their studios. They've also got the Sphere Studios out here, where they're pulling in talent from the film industry and all that to work in. And Glenn and I were talking. I already told him. I said, I predict James Cameron's doing an underwater movie that's going to be there. So
I don't think the Sphere. We're talking about the Sphere, Nikki. Just so you know, we're talking about the Sphere out in Vegas. I don't think the Sphere would work anywhere else in America than Vegas for two reasons. Obviously, Vegas is just such an entertainment town. But even if it was out here on the East Coast, where we have more people than space by far, it's just that should be something where it's like it's so few and far between that it makes it that destination type of thing, right? Like
it has to be that way.
That's part of it. That's why I think they were talking about maybe doing 6 or 7 of these globally.
Yeah, I mean, like if there's going to be another one in the United States, New York is out because they have Madison Square Garden, and they're not going to damage that business, which is insanely successful. The only other place I could think of is like Miami.
For those that don't know, the Sphere is owned by MSG, so that's why.
Yeah, and MSG is the only one that could have pulled this off. I mean, it's amazing what they've done.
I would see. So Nikki's thought. So Paris. I mean, they were talking about the second one being in London. So London and Paris, 6.5.
London already said no.
Yeah, okay. London said no. So I would think Paris would say no for the same reasons, because it's really loud and obnoxious and will change the entire atmosphere of that area. So Why it works well in Vegas is why it doesn't work well mostly
Anywhere
anywhere
else.
else.
Right, that's the point, right? Like Atlantic City, it wouldn't.
Atlantic City, I would argue it might work as well too, but it's Atlantic City. Who's going to make that kind of?
Who's going there? No.
But yeah, you don't even need to because again, I know the Sphere is an experience, but right, you look at Vegas, right? For all intents and purposes, Vegas is the entertainment spot for the West Coast, right? I mean, yes, you have LA, yes, you have
the country,
Seattle, but point being is though, if you're seeing a concert on the East Coast, you can go to Philly, New York, Newark. You can go to the Prudential Center, right? Boston, DC, like you can go to all these
Garden State Arts Center and Camden and all that.
Yeah, PNC Bank Arts Center and all these other little, the amphitheater out in freaking Jones Beach.
Yep.
So I would say it would have to be Dubai would make sense. I feel certainly Vegas. I think Nikki said Tokyo. That probably would work.
That would be pretty cool.
Singapore,
I think. Put it down where like the Marina Bay Sands are and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Or Macau might work. Right, you throw that with the
I don't know if Macau
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Although when I did the interview with Todd Lenahan, president of design and development of Wynn, he was telling me that Macau has changed and it's becoming very much more kind of like people want to experience it like Vegas. It's no longer go sit at a table, eat your food at the table, smoke cigarettes at your table, and go home. You know, they're doing a lot more apparently. So
well, they've got to, but I
just don't think enough people could get there, and the cultural differences are too much. I don't know if there'll be the right crossover with the number of bands and stuff like that.
And I still think that Vegas would nix a lot of that because they want
that money to come. You don't think right now, if you put a Sphere in Macau and you threw, because again, you're thinking bands are all here. You threw a couple K-pop bands that had
that Singapore too.
Go, I think that would work.
I don't know. I think Singapore being more of a free kind of country than
you cut him off.
Politics aside, right? But I mean, just talking about kind of those destination entertainment places, I think that would be an area.
Give me your impression of a K-pop band.
Singapore would definitely work. So
okay.
Maybe on next week's show, where do we feel the Sphere would work best outside of America? Yeah. See, coming up with content, coming up with topics, doing my job. But right now, my job is to get us off the damn air because it is already 5:57. The show went really fast, actually. I feel.
Yeah, it did. It did.
So it is time for the.
All right, it's time for the Plug-a-Palooza. Anyone have anything to plug?
Yeah, I'm going to plug some shit today, some real shit. Believe it or not. So you can see my name here is Straight A Day. That's because my daughter got straight A's this quarter, made distinguished honor roll, shooting her out. She's got her New Jersey Youth Symphony recital on Sunday. She's working all year towards that. So her and the young orchestra people will be doing their stuff. I've heard her practicing. That shit sounds crazy hard, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. We talked about she's got her horse thing. She's got her – my daughter is expensive, man. Crap. Too much stuff.
No, she's not.
Daniel wants to promo Papa John's.
Yep.
So Craig.
Hey, we've wrapped up season 9 of Click Connect. We do have a gag reel, sizzle reel dropping next week with some of our guests. So that'll be fun. And then producer Danny's in Europe having a great time. And when she gets back, we're starting to go into production on season 10.
Yep.
And I'm touring hotels and working on the 8th annual California Lodging Investment Conference. So stay tuned.
Nice, baby. And I got big news. I got an all brand new website debuting next week at novacancynews.com. Entirely new look, new feel, new absolutely everything. I'll be debuting a really cool, different type of video that I shot, a behind the scenes experience at Venetian Las Vegas. So it's going to be really fun.
Great.
I can't really wait. I can't wait to debut all of that kind of stuff. It was supposed to be Monday. Now it might be Tuesday. You know how these things go. It was all supposed to be a month ago, and 2 months ago, but we're so close now. We are so close now. So be on the lookout for that. I want to thank PM Hospitality for having me do a keynote speech with them at their annual conference on Monday. I'll see you at the Choice Hotels conference. If you're at the HD Expo, both Mandalay Bay next week, come say hello. I'll be wandering around. I want to thank the good folks that over at TPG Hotels and Resorts for having me at their event the week after that, May 5th, 6th, and 7th in Orlando, and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get out of here.
So with all those business you got going on, plus
David?
the great things you talked about before, it sounds like you can afford my raise.
I just gave it to you.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. All right.
Aloha.
Hasta luego. Bye.
Don't talk over the crowd.